We don't give to a sanctuary because it sounds good on a website. We give because if we didn't, this company wouldn't pass the smell test. And I don't mean we care about animals. Everybody says that. I mean, if we weren't tied to something real, this would just be another snack with a loud label. So instead of telling you that we give back, I want to tell you why. We had no choice. I did not grow up plant-based. I grew up here in Texas. Meat wasn't food. It was the way things were. It was absolute tradition. Cows were food. Dogs were family. And like many of us, I never questioned that until one day I did. Almost a decade ago now, I realized in an instant that all animals are present, they're aware, and they certainly don't want to die. That landed heavy. Not loud, just heavy, so I stopped eating animals. Not to make a statement, certainly not to be perfect. I stopped because once you see that, and once the walls come down in your heart and mind, you can't pretend they didn't. After that, I started learning about sanctuaries. There are a lot of really good ones here in Texas, and I mean that. But Rowdy Girl Sanctuary hit different. They had cattle, a lot of cattle. Rowdy Girl was a working cattle operation that chose to stop. Right here in Texas, that matters. They didn't quit because it was easy. They quit because they looked at their animals and said, "We see you." That takes backbone. And it felt personal. About a year after I stopped eating animals, I learned something that flat out ticked me off. Beef is Texas' second largest agricultural export. Second. And I remember saying out loud to myself, are you just going to bitch about this or are you going to change it? That was the line in the sand for me. And that's when this stopped being about me and started being about taking action. I didn't want to make food only plant-based folks would eat. I wanted to make something Texans already loved and change what it was made from. Same satisfaction, a similar chew, but a different outcome. That's why we made jerky from plants. But I knew this too. If we were going to replace beef, something had to benefit from that decision. Not later, not symbolically, but right now. That's why Rowdy Girl receives a portion of every single bag sold. Not some campaigns, not some profits, every single bag. And that's not charity, that's accountability. Every bag replaces something. Every choice has a consequence. Rowdy Girl keeps us honest when it might be real easy not to be. This isn't our donation, it's yours. Folks aren't buying perfection from us, they're buying progress. No finger pointing, no purity tests, just people doing a little better without giving up what they love. So no, we don't give back because it looks good. We give back because this company started with a hard question. And as long as Rowdy Girl exists, as long as those cattle are living proof that change can happen right here in Texas, we'll keep choosing alignment over convenience. That's not charity, that's responsibility. If this story resonates with you, don't just nod along, take part. Choose food that replaces something. Choose progress over convenience. And if you want to see where your choice goes, learn about Rowdy Girl and why they matter at rowdygirlsanctuary.org. Thank you.